Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Crystal. I do a lot of videos over motherhood and lifestyle, and in today's video I'm going to go through and show you guys the main differences between the Spectra S2 and the Medela pump. I'm going to turn them on for you, show you how it works, and show you how to put everything together so that you can make a decision on which one is going to be better for you. Another side-by-side view of the different kind of pumps, the parts, what they look like when they're all put together. So they pretty much look similar, very different though here at the ends. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take everything apart, and we're going to start with the Spectra pump. I'm going to put everything together, plug everything in, and show you exactly how it works. Okay, so whenever you're getting ready to use the Spectra S2, these are all of the parts that you're going to use. And so the very first thing that we need to do is go ahead and put all of these parts together. Okay, so now that we have our parts all put together, we're going to go ahead and turn this on. And as I show you guys the different speeds and suctions that it has, make sure you also keep an eye over here, because this is really cool. You can see the intensity of the suction through the back. And so we're going to go ahead and turn it on. And when we do, it starts at your letdown phase. So we're going to go ahead and bump it back here and turn this on. This is the stimulating phase where you're trying to get your letdown. So definitely push this button as soon as you turn it on. And as you can see here, it's going to say 70. Now it's going to stay at the 70 because the speed function doesn't really matter for this phase. As far as over here, you want to keep an eye on these. This is your vacuum. So this is the suction intensity. And if you can already see it moving over here just a little bit, this is the very first setting. So this is going to be very gentle for whenever you're starting. Now, once we start to increase it, you're going to be able to see it increasing in the suction. And it goes all the way up to level 5. So whatever suits you, get your letdown. And as soon as you get your letdown, you're going to hit this button right here again. So there's your letdown right here. And as you can see, these started at level 1 and the slowest speed. So on this side, you're going to get your speeds, and this is the vacuum. So if you need it to go a lot faster, go ahead and increase this. And I'll show you that a little bit more whenever you can see it. So we're going to go ahead and increase this slowly all the way up to level 12, which is the highest level. And you can even hear it increasing in intensity. Okay, and so now we're going to go over here to the speed, and so you can speed things up all the way to 54. That is the highest speed. So as you can see, speed, suction, it has lots of different settings, so you can kind of play around with it and see what's going to work best for you. And another cool thing about this, we're going to go ahead and turn it off, is it has a night light. So you turn this on and it turns on, and press it one more time to get the most brightness out of it. And if we turn it around, it even has a little cup holder. And the true Spectra parts, they will fit in it, which comes with little Spectra bottles, as well as a few other bottles. I mean, you probably could even fit the Medela bottle in there. But, some water bottles and some other drinks could fit in it too. I personally don't use this part as much because I got rid of my Spectra bottles with my last baby. So these don't fit in it, as you can see, which is a bummer, but you can store other things in there. So that's going to be it for the Spectra S2. Alright, so now we're moving on to the Medela pump. And before we turn this baby on, we're going to go ahead and put the Medela parts together. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that this pump is all connected, we're going to go ahead and turn it on by just turning this dial. And that's the very first setting right there. And this is the really cool because it starts you off on the stimulation phase to get to the letdown. So this basically has only one speed, but it has a different suction level for both letdown and the stimulation. It goes all the way up. Just keep turning it all the way up. So that's the highest setting there, and then the very next thing we do once you get your letdown is you just hit the letdown button, which is this. And that's basically it. For, you know, less stimulation on that letdown, you just turn this sucker all the way down. Oh, and it actually turning that down to get back to the stimulation phase. So there it is. That's the letdown. And that's basically, that's all. That's how you use this pump. It's very simple. So if you're looking for, I guess, something more simple, go with this one. But that is all you do. So as you can see, those are the big differences between them. The Spectra S2 definitely has more functionality with it where you can pick and choose the different speeds of your actual letdown and your suctioning. Whereas the Medela, all you could really change is the suction level. And it only has one speed for the pre-letdown and the actual letdown. So those are the two big differences there. As far as, you know, basic pump parts, like I think they each have very similar parts. You know, if you've seen my previous video, I definitely favor the Spectra parts because I feel personally that they're much easier to clean. If you know, have to pump an X amount of times per day and you have, you know, only two different parts, like it's really hard to keep up with cleaning them unless you just put them in the refrigerator, which a lot of moms do. But, you know, I think it's just a lot easier to clean the Spectra parts because that little yellow part, the little membrane part on the Medela pump is just so hard to take off sometimes, and that is like the biggest flaw I feel like that pump has. Whereas if you have the Medela Symphony, those functioning is actually more like a Spectra part, and it's a lot easier to clean. You know, I feel like between these two pumps, personally, I choose the Spectra. I feel like it's a lot more comfortable. The suctioning and the different speeds to it, I get a lot more comfort out of it. The cone is more comfortable, and a part of that comfort is too, you need to make sure you're using the right cone. My size is a 27 millimeter. However, I use it on both pumps and it's just still more comfortable on the Spectra. And I think that has to do with the different speeds involved and how, you know, depending on how I'm feeling, I can definitely change things up. You know, not saying that the Medela is not a great pump. It's a wonderful pump. It's a great starter pump. And you honestly really can't go wrong getting both of these. As far as recommending you guys a pump, I definitely recommend the Medela Symphony. I don't have it with me right now, but it's definitely my favorite pump. It's portable. It's kind of like these two pumps combined. And I love the way it works. I love that I can just charge it and pop it in my purse, and I have an actual electric pump with me where I can just, you know, turn it on and be good. Whereas if I took my Medela hand pump with me, I would have to sit there and manually, you know, pump the whole time. So, you know, that would definitely be the #1 pump I recommend to anybody that comes across them. I really think it's a great thing that nowadays you can get a free pump through insurance, which is so wonderful because no woman left behind, seriously. Every woman out there can get a pump through your insurance. It's absolutely amazing. I love that we all have that opportunity now because pumps are not cheap. And I think it's really neat that they even come with all of the parts. You know, the Spectra parts that you saw for me today are ones that I purchased separately on Amazon because this is my second time using this pump. With my first, it actually came with Spectra parts, 2 bottles, 2 cones, I mean 2 of everything. And so I got rid of those after my first pregnancy because I personally don't like to reuse pumps after a certain period of time because it is plastic. And so that's why I purchased new ones. And with the Medela pumps, I think it's so cool that they have so many different styles. They have different bags that come with them. And for a small fee, you can even upgrade to a better one. Like the Symphony that I was talking about, or, you know, just the newest design that there is possible, you can just upgrade to it, which is awesome. And usually it comes with a lot more parts. So it comes with more bottles, it comes with samples of their breast pads, storage bags. Mine right here even came with a handheld pump that it's really cool. It's much smaller. It's not the one that I showed in my previous vlog. It's a different one, but I think it's really cool that it even included it to begin with. So it's really neat, and it has this big bag that it comes with, which is amazing because inside it is thermal, so you could, you know, store your milk in here with your little freezer pack. And it's really neat. So if you're traveling and you need to take your pump with you, it's really cool to have, and it has a lot of storage. So you can't go wrong with buying a Medela pump, seriously. It comes with so much. And if that's one thing that you want all the extras, go with a Medela. And, you know, if you want something that has different speeds and functions, go with a Spectra. But either way, they both get the job done, and that's what matters at the end of the day. So I really hope that you got something out of this video. I hope that I could help you make your decision. And if you really enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.